Welcome in, everybody, to the PHNX Suns Postgame Show. We are celebrating a Phoenix Suns win over the Utah Jazz.
No, we're not. No, we're
Well,
not.
we don't have the
No, we're not.
sacks.
I have not had the sexy sacks yet this year.
Eric.
And I don't know what's happening right
Producer
now.
Eric.
There's no way I'm rolling with the rest of this shit.
There we go. Biggie,
go.
Smalls, get illest.
The wagon.
The wagon rolls on, folks. The wagon rolls on.
Game one, baby. We got one. We got one.
Celebrating 2 wins tonight, the D-backs and the Suns. Welcome into the show, everybody. I'm
the
Lindsay.
Rising.
And the Rising.
And the Sun
And the
Devils.
Rising
And the
and the
Sun
Sun
And maybe the
Devils.
Wildcats if they hold on against Oregon State. Let's go. Shut up.
Oh,
I gave love. See, this is the typical ASU fan. I give love to ASU. They try to shit on my team because they have no class.
I mean, listen, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. But welcome in, everybody. I'm Lindsay. That's Saul. That's Flex. Espo will be joining us from the arena tonight because Gerald had the day off. Yes, Connor, he is load managing. If you want to investigate something, investigate Gerald. He's off for rest.
He's already load
He's already off for rest. I don't know what to tell you.
It's kind of soft.
All right, well, we know the Suns took down the Jazz 126-104. Flex, you are on the clock for a hot minute to tip us off.
Right now, let's go. Jazz versus Suns. No book, no bill. No problem. Suns up 37-27 after one. It was a KD and Eric Gordon show. 19 points from them two studs. They got busy, set the tempo. Second quarter, my boy EG said, KD, chill out. I got this. 12 points in the second quarter. Suns are 66 points at the half, up 16. Third quarter, my boy KD says, nah, EG, I'm good, bro. You gave me a quarter off. Now it's my time to get busy. KD absolutely got busy. 12 points in that quarter to end with 26 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block for the night. He shoots 73% from the field, 9 for 9 from the free throw. And then we go to the fourth quarter. Suns are dominating. This isn't a ball game. We bring in the bench mob. Bobo gets in. Bobo gets a little bit love. 4 minutes, 1 rebound, 2 blocks. But the player of the night in the fourth quarter, my boy Chimezie Metu. 2 minutes. He comes in 2 minutes and just does his thing. 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal in 2 minutes. If you do that per 36, he's an all-star. That's it, folks.
Slightly over, but that's okay. That's all right.
All right, well, that was good, Flex. That was really good.
Okay.
Solid first hot minute of the show. Let's dive into it, you guys. As Flex mentioned, first quarter, Suns came out hot, right? KD, EG, it was 37-26 in favor of the Suns after the first quarter. That's impressive, especially considering we were struggling in the fourth quarter on Thursday to knock down shots.
Yeah.
Shots were falling tonight. They had 5 threes.
Everybody was flowing. You listen, they got the memo. They got to help KD. They did. And KD had some really, really nice passes as well. To set up teammates. I thought overall, again, we kept talking about this. We talked about it in the pregame. They just need to build this chemistry, man.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of time. Guys, we're definitely not feeling comfortable on the road. It takes a little, sometimes you need that home cooking to feel a little bit better. They came home. They got right. Tonight was a get right game. Everybody got right for the most part. There wasn't really anything negative across the board outside of the fact that we would have liked to see some guys in the game a little bit earlier than we saw them, but that would be nitpicking at this point for sure.
Home cooking, you nailed it, man. They got home, slept in their beds, got comfortable, got some good food. I thought the Suns did a good job tonight, and me and Lindsay were talking about this while we were watching the show, getting KD the ball in spots where he can be really productive, and he can get those guys open shots, and tonight they hit them. Now, they had those shots in L.A., they just didn't go in, But tonight he did a great job getting it on the wings, right on that elbow where he likes to be. You could see the double coming. Once Grayson and Gordon start hitting the threes, it kind of opened the floodgates, and everybody was in a good, comfortable groove today.
Yeah.
And also, can we talk about the fact that Utah had a really weird strategy against KD? They were not selling double teams at all, and KD was just licking his fucking fingers, man. Let's go.
I mean, listen, there's one thing that I think I don't know what the right word is, but I was upset about Thursday's game, and I've been upset about the injuries to Book and Beal. And I am usually a silver lining kind of person. But I think I was just a little bit down to start this season. Like, I just wasn't trying to look at the silver lining side of things. But the silver lining is that the chemistry over these however many games we're going to be without Book or Beal, between the newer guys on this squad who are not a part of the big three, is going to get better.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest portion of this, because I think our chemistry when the big three is all out there is probably pretty solid as a group, because those three guys are so big from just in general, what they bring to the court, what they bring to the team, probably how they communicate and everything of that sort, that these guys without those three voices probably feel a little bit lost and have to find their own voice and figure out how they're contributing and in what ways. And that's going to be a positive for us in the long run. So I'm coming back over to the positivity side, you guys.
I agree. I think you nailed that. That's a great point. These guys are, I said it pregame, who's going to reveal themselves? Like, who's going to be the guy that's going to say, man, I'm here and I'm here to stay. Like, I'm in this rotation all season. And man, EG came out and said, "Bro, I'm a dog. Y'all know what I'm about. I mean, I had a bad shooting night. It is what it is." And your boy Grayson, boy, he showed out. My man, your boy Hello. That's your boy, right? He
Sure.
said, that's your guy. Hello said, "I'm just ignoring Grayson." I'm like, "Nah, bro."
Yeah, he did leave him out conveniently because that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because I've been all in on Grayson since day one. Everybody was trying to tab him as the next Landry Shamet, and I'm like, no. No, one thing I do know about Grayson Allen is his shot is so much more beautiful than just about any player on the Suns, let's be honest. And the flow is beautiful, the rotation, the arc, and he certainly has a better jump shot than Landry Shamet. And you saw that tonight. He didn't need to show up in the playoffs. He did that shit in Game 3, and he's going to continue to do that all season long. All in on Grayson.
So we've got Team Grayson, Team Metu.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other, because one of these things plays some more.
That's true. You got that right now. You got that right now, dog.
Before we get into individual players and what they brought to tonight's game, I think we can all agree tonight's game was just more fun.
Yeah.
I think from a viewer perspective, like the fans, obviously we will talk about the Ring of Honor ceremony. But for the game perspective, it was way more fun than Thursday night. And it also looked like the team was having more fun as well than they were during the game on Thursday. And that's a big one, you know, because the guys, they got to be enjoying themselves. You're going to play better if you're feeling better.
I mean,
go ahead. You know, I think I just think Thursday, they didn't know up until right before the game who's starting, who wasn't starting. I think today being more clear, like you're the guy, you're going to play. You're going to play for a little while. You're good. So I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good. I mean, listen, I thought the flow overall, listen, the defense is what got them sparked to give them easier possessions as they moved forward. Yeah. And like we talked about before the season started, sometimes when you lock down on D and you know you are going to have opportunities to steal the ball or get the rebound and get out and go, like you find another level of energy on the defensive end. And that's what it felt like tonight. It felt like dudes are flying around, they're getting rebounds, they're pushing the ball, they're getting open shots. Guys were not as hesitant to take open shots this time as they were the last two games. The first game, I thought it was more because, it's game number one, jitters, trying to figure everything out. Game number two, the Lakers have a little bit of length. I thought that bothered the Suns because the Suns don't have tremendous length in that particular starting five with Gordon and Grayson and stuff like that. And so I felt like that was a little bit of a challenge. Tonight with Utah, not so much. I thought it was, Utah's not as good a defensive team as the Lakers are. They were not connecting on their shots. They made some nonsensical turnovers, and they gave the Suns all the opportunity that they needed to really bounce back and start to feel good about themselves. Again, we're talking about two of the better teams in the West that the Suns started the season with.
Yeah.
The Jazz are not going to be one of the top 4 teams in the West. It's a get-right game. That's why I keep saying, like, everybody just needs to pump the brakes because we haven't even played the worst parts of the schedule yet, or even the middle parts of the schedule yet. 2 tough teams to start out. They went 1-1. You should be happy with that. And now you see what they can do against a team that's really not as talented as them.
And the positive is that despite the injuries, no matter how long these guys will be out, within reason, of course, the next couple of games should be winnable games as well. I think we have Philly next weekend, and that's the only one that's like tough. Spurs, Philly, Detroit, I think.
Yeah.
It's the next 4 games over the next 7 to 8 days or so. So we kind of got lucky as far as the schedule goes, and the win-loss column with the next few games, dealing with some injuries.
And I think that plays into being patient with these guys, right? You know the schedule, you see what's coming up, so you're a little more patient. The Suns are one shot, one play away from being 3-0. With all the nonsense, they're playing defense. We talked about it earlier before the season started. Is this team going to be top 15? Are they going to be top 10? Have you had a problem with the defense so far?
No.
Through 3 games?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm looking and I'm saying, all right, the defense is holding up. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. And then the last thing I'll say is we also talked about this. There's only about 5 contenders in the league. Like 5 teams that you look at and say, that team worries me, that team scares me. Boston, Milwaukee, Denver, the Suns, the Suns are in it, but who's the other team? Lakers?
Maybe. No, I don't even think it's the Lakers.
So to that point, there's more Utah Jazzes than there are contenders.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what it's going to look like when we play those 20 teams that aren't contenders. This is a good snapshot of what it potentially look like. And hey, friendly reminder, people, no book, no bill. They did this with just KD. So imagine when these guys come back.
Yeah. It's going to be a blast. All right, let's look at some numbers from tonight's game by checking out what's in the box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
We got a 126-104 victory, 10 steals to their 6, 11 turnovers to their 19, 30
points off turnovers.
There you go, points off turnovers to their 11, and 23 fast break points to their 6. I mean, it was a total humiliation, to be honest with you. Like, Utah didn't have a chance midway through the second quarter. It was basically over, and they were off to the races. And hey, listen, this is a good game to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
You get a couple days off, then they got to play the Spurs back-to-back, in a weird back-to-back, especially against Wemby. That's going to be very interesting too.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. But again, like, I think at the end of the day, you just want these guys to start to feel better about themselves. You didn't need KD to feel good about himself. You knew KD was going to fix whatever he thought might be wrong, and I didn't even think it was necessarily wrong. I just think, they just didn't adjust properly in order to take advantage of some things the other night. I wouldn't even say that's totally on KD. But tonight he showed you. The guy was like 8 for 10 shooting and had 26 points.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Who does that?
What the fuck is that?
How many people in the world can do that?
Kevin Durant.
There's like 3.
There we go.
Maybe 3.
There we go. So that's it.
Actually, I might even say just 1.
Who's that?
Because Kevin Durant is that dude.
Yeah.
He's
73% shooting.
Able to get to the free throw line as much as
9
he does,
for 9,
and still shoot a low a low field goal attempt. That's just mind-boggling. Kevin Durant is 1 in a million, and you fans that wanted to shit on him, and you know who you are out there. You better fucking send something out on Twitter talking about, man, how wrong was I for shitting all over Kevin Durant during the fourth quarter against the Lakers? I had this wrong. You know who you are.
Well, and it was very apparent, too, that KD was pretty gassed in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Tonight, it felt like he didn't have to bear the brunt of the load because some of the other guys started finding their rhythm and started feeling good about their play. So that took some of the pressure off of KD. Not that he can't handle pressure by any means. That's not what I'm saying. But just like he was able to play more freely.
Yeah.
He's able to enjoy playing basketball and not having to overthink or worry about making sure his teammates were good and all this stuff. It was much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was more enjoyable to watch. It was more enjoyable to play for them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at a couple super chats here. What we got. Vic, thank you for your super chat. Said, Headband Mafia, Book, Beal, J.O., Goodwin. Somebody get KD a headband.
No.
Do we just need to get KD in on it and make it a thing?
No.
He ain't
Let's
got the
make
head.
a thing a
No.
thing.
He ain't got the head. KD ain't got the
No.
head.
I mean, maybe not, but we could still make it work. No?
No.
You guys are lame. Anyway, thank you for your super chat. Frank, thank you for your super chat. Said, the Phoenix Suns are the best team in the NBA. Suck it, Espo. That was just me. Frank didn't say that. I had to add it in. Thank you for your super chat, Frank. Did I do it okay, Espo?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you do that?
Yeah, it
It
was
was
good.
okay.
That was great.
All right, we'll do one more here.
Okay.
Thunderstand. Which one?
I was going to do the anonymous Buddha.
That's going to lead us into our next topic.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I'm
We
about
will
to say,
definitely
the
look at that
dude
here
just
in
dropped.
just a second.
I got this.
I'm about to say, okay.
Thunderstand, thank you for your super chat. Said Eric Gordon has to put up 5 wins on his back to make up for his plus minus against the Lakers. We can count this one.
Yes.
5? We're gonna make it 5?
What 5?
He said Eric Gordon had to put 5 wins on his back to make up for his plus minus
Come
against the
on,
Lakers.
man. Hey,
How about
come
like 2.5?
on, man.
Can we cut that in half,
That's
maybe?
a little rough. That's a little rough
I
there.
feel
with
like
the
five
Thunderstand.
is a lot.
I think he already made up for it tonight. He be good. We even, man.
I
Game
can
for
understand
game.
if you want like 2 to 1. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you want 2 games on his shoulders
I can live
compared
with
to the
that.
one from Thursday, I'll take that. I'll even take 2.5. I feel like 5 is just a little
That's
too
a
much.
lot, man.
That's all I'm saying. Guys, it's fall, the best time of the year, because our friends over at Four Peaks have fantastic beer right now. You can get your hands on some of the Suns Brew. This Suns Brew, the best part of it, I mean, it's great beer, but the case that it comes in, like, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Rumor has it.
What?
Rumor has it. There could be something afoot at Four Peaks when it comes to the Suns can.
Ooh,
That's all I can say.
how exciting.
I've been sworn to secrecy,
You
but
got all these secrets.
yo, you got all the secrets too, man. I was having conversations with the people at Four Peaks, and that's what we came up with. That's what we talked about.
Okay,
So.
well,
You had a $1
be
million
sure,
secret recently. I ain't got those.
I got $1 million
be sure to stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted on whatever the secret is that Saul is keeping from all of us. Visit fourpeaks.com/locator to find all your favorite brewery tours and events that are just around the corner. Stein holding Oktoberfest, haunted brewery tours as well. Check them out on social at Four Peaks Brew or at Four Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest Arizona's hometown brewery. You must be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and we ask you please drink responsibly.
I'm a little hurt. You didn't get my flex impersonation.
What?
I said I've been having conversations with the people over at
Oh.
Four Peaks. Yeah, Eric got it though. Eric got it.
I'm sorry. That
I'm
was-
fluent in
it, Joe. Come on.
I'm fluent in insider speak, so I got you. I got you.
man.
That one
According to the
went
one and
my
only
head.
John. Oh my bad. That's the last one. That's the last one. That's the last one.
Listen, if you are more of a seltzer person and maybe a little bit more of a THC person, the perfect combination is Wink. Wink is a seltzer with just a wink of THC. So it's the perfect balance. It's got THC, CBD, because there's an equal dose, and CBD is like THC's laid back friend who keeps the party from going off the rails, which sometimes we need here at PHNX. It's balanced, it's light, it's social, and it tastes like your favorite refreshing flavored seltzer. Available in 2.5 milligram or 5 milligram cans. You can find Wink right here in Arizona. Look for Wink at all Sunday Goods dispensaries in the Valley and Botanica Dispensary in Tucson. You can also save money online by going to drinkwink.com and use promo code PHNX for 20% off.
I gotta say this, man.
Go ahead.
Can y'all stop with the zone stuff? The zone basketball. Listen, hold on. I gotta do this. Hey, Rue, we were talking about this the other day. I'm gonna clear it up.
You need to clear it up.
In my hood, wherever I go, we playing the man, damn it. 99.9%. All I was saying is if in certain spots, if we got to drop into a 2-3 zone because we don't like a matchup, we'll do it. But no, stop. We play man. And I'm not going to a weight room, and I don't got to get my weight up. I D my man. Okay?
Okay.
Damn.
Now that we're off the rails, let's hop back on.
Sorry, Lynn.
No,
Sorry.
you're totally fine. I get it. We're going to have a sidebar conversation
Okay.
about zone, man-to-man, and pickup ball at some point in time.
This is truly a basketball podcast.
Let's go ahead and give out some flowers. We will start with our big, bright, shiny star.
I am a big, bright, shining star.
Says Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon is our big, bright, shiny star tonight. He finished with 21 points, 4 assists. He was 9 of 14 from the field. He also had 2 rebounds.
Why does Eric Gordon look like he's disappointed in the decisions I'm making in my life?
He probably
He's like,
is.
take out the trash? No.
He knows he needs 4 more wins to make up for that Lakers game.
Exactly.
So maybe that's
true. He does that. Eric Gordon, we have been asking, even in the first game of the season, we wanted more from Eric Gordon. We kind of felt like we know that he is capable of more than what we had seen from him. And I feel like tonight we actually got to see what we know and love from EG.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's got that old man game. He knows exactly when to pull it. He knows exactly when to body and take it to the hole. The other night, I thought he tried to take it to the cup a little too often, especially amongst the trees, and especially with Anthony Davis down there. Yeah. You just don't do those types of things in the NBA, and he knows better than that. Got himself stuck in a couple positions. This time, way more effective, way more thoughtful, and way more calculated in the opportunities that he was going to take to get to the rim and also shoot from the outside. And more importantly, he was making his outside shots, which frees up everything, causes the defense to jump out on you a little bit more aggressively, and it gives you the lanes to the cup. And I thought he did a beautiful job all the way around.
Yeah, I thought he was terrific, man. And I never worried about EG. You always say it. He's got the old man game. He just knows how to play basketball. And here's the thing. So the problem with EG was not making shots. And I mean, this guy's been shooting the basketball for a long time in the NBA. We know he can make shots, so it's just a matter of them going in. Tonight they went in, and I got a feeling you might see a little run now. I got a feeling that you might see a little, heat check for EG in these next 2-3 games. He'll be fine. I got no problems with EG.
Yeah, he's definitely finding his rhythm a little bit more, and a guy who I feel like is finding his confidence a little bit more, which was surprising because in the preseason, he felt like he was a seamless plug-and-play kind of guy. In the first 2 games, sort of fell off a little bit, but Grayson Allen had himself a moment in tonight's game. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I like the way that these 2 guys kind of balanced each other out. Like Eric Gordon handled the first half of this game. Grayson Allen really took off in the third quarter. So it was kind of a nice mix that you didn't have to worry about both of them going off at the same time and then having a lull at some point in time later in the game.
I mean, Grayson hit that 3 in the corner, and then it felt like it was off to the races after that. And he even got a dunk in there. Listen, if you ever watch our shows, or if you were ever in the studio to watch us, you would see that my man over here is always jumping off the couch every time Metu does anything. Tonight, the roles were reversed, and I was jumping off the couch because Grayson was going crazy. It was fun to watch him. It was a fun game. It was just a fun game. The vibes, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little romantic, but the vibes were very high in the Valley tonight. Super high. I mean, every Valley team won.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, how can you not be excited right now? And the Suns dominated like we thought they always could. Like, I'm telling you, man, this is a great fucking night. Yeah. Just great night.
Yeah, when Grayson had the dunk, I saw like 16-year-old saw. Like you jumped out that chair, brother.
You really did. It was aggressive.
You jumped out that chair, bro, and you gave the fit. When you jumped out the chair, I'm like, damn, like this. You want to go play ball? Like meniscus feeling good tonight.
It was feeling pretty good.
Feeling good.
I was working hard in rehab because that's apparently what
I see it's working because he jumped out the chair. He was pumped up. He was talking about Grayson all night. I give him credit. Credit what credit's due. He was been talking about Grayson for a minute. He knew he was gonna have a game tonight, and he did his thing. So yeah, good job for Grayson. We're gonna need it.
I knew he'd bounce back.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. They just needed to figure it out.
Oh, it's like great. They say on defense you have to be tethered with a string, right?
Yeah.
Grayson and I are tethered with a string. From here to the arena, he could sense that I was frustrated that people were trying to put him in the Landry Shamet category, and I was not having it. And I was like, "Guy, I know you're a Blue Devil and I'm a Wildcat, but tonight." We got to be locked in. Let's go. And he came through.
Yeah, he did.
I also feel like he got a little bit of edge to him after that kind of dirty foul from Horton Tucker.
Oh,
Taylor
that's
Horton
true.
Tucker.
Yeah.
He kind of,
He
I don't
gave
know if
somebody a
it just like flipped a switch and he was just like, okay, bet.
He gave somebody a little chicken wing. I
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I was worried when he did that because I
it was
thought
a little
Lindsay
bit
was going to
sketch.
go like that. Worries you, right?
It totally. Every
Yeah,
time.
I'm like, oh man, that old Grayson's back.
I like
oh
it.
no.
Yeah.
I like. You know why? Because he's our asshole.
Exactly.
That is
go.
right.
He's our asshole, but and then of course we can't not give flowers to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant finished with 26 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 8 for 11 from the field. KD just doing KD things. And it's so again, I don't know, has this always been KD? I haven't followed him this closely, of course, throughout his entire career. Has it always just been like seemingly quiet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
All the
forever?
time.
Yes.
It
Like
blows my mind.
we were talking about it the other day. Like typically, Kevin Durant does not shoot more than 20 shots a game.
Yeah.
Very rare that he does.
Yeah.
And when he does, it probably means he's on a heater.
Yeah.
Because he's an efficient scorer. That's why he's one of the greats. There was a time in this game where he caught the ball, kind of backed up, and then he just kind of did a little half spin to the free throw line and pulled up. And it was just like he knew, we knew. It was like, oh, that's money. Like,
Yeah.
And he released it, and he just started smiling and laughing because this shit's too easy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless the defense is going to throw 2 or 3 guys at you all the time to try to beat you up and wear you down, it's going to be very difficult to stop Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we keep saying when Devin Booker and Bradley Beal come back into the mix, this is what you're going to see from KD almost
Every
all
night.
the time.
Every
Oh my
night.
God, it's so beautiful.
No, you nailed it. It's funny. Me and you were talking, and at one point we looked at each other like, KD got 14?
Mhm.
I know.
Like you don't even see it. Like he's one of those guys that can easily disappear into a game, and then you look at the box score and it's like, damn. Like, so he did it tonight, and he's done it for his career. I've watched Kevin Durant score 40, and like at the end of the game, look at the people I'm with. Like, damn, he had 40?
Dude,
I saw 25, not 40.
you know what's so crazy? There was a guy in high school. He played at Corona. His name is Lamont Long when I was there. He and Bibby rivaled each other. And we played him in a game, and I swear we were knocking the ball out of his hands and doing a bunch of shit, right? I look in the box score after the game, and we had lost by like 20. I look at the box. This dude had 48. And I was like, bro, I don't even remember him making a basket. Like, this
Right.
dude is giving us the business. KD is that
That's
kind of
that
guy.
guy.
Like,
He's
you
that
just
guy.
don't realize it because it's quiet, it's easy, it's efficient, and he just kind of goes about his business.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
What was
man.
his name?
It's just like not
Lamont Long.
overly flashy.
Lamont Long. That's what I'm going to start calling KD.
Yeah,
Lamont
former
Long.
New Mexico
I
logo.
love it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, it's impressive. And KD definitely deserves his flowers. Okay. Let's take a peek at those super chats so we can discuss these sides of things. So Thunderstan sent us one. Thank you, Thunderstan. Said, I am convinced Bol is on the team to make Metu and Flex look real good. It's the conspiracy theory of the year. And then the anonymous Buddha sent us 400 rupees.
Yep.
Okay.
Which equates to $4.80.
Thank you. the
Damn, you got that
anonymous
in the
Buddha.
brain like that.
Now somebody in the chat said,
Oh, I'm about to say, you nice.
Well, didn't you also have rupees on
you always got to have
yesterday's
that
show?
rupee exchange rate in your head all
You
the time.
also had it on EJ, the outside shot show,
Yeah,
right? Rupees?
he had
Yeah.
donated like 100,
Yeah.
and it came out to like $1.20.
Why is Metu not getting a run, especially when we lack length? Same for KBD. Those two deserve some minutes. In the Lakers game in the fourth quarter, we could have used both of them for some shot creation. So I do want to dive into this a little bit because tonight, the first guys who, when we started to clear out our bench, Udoka, KBD, then Saban Lee, then Bol, then Metu, which I'm a little bit surprised by because he did have a really good preseason. Do we think Metu's dealing with some sort of an injury? Do we think Metu made Frank Vogel mad? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't think
this
it's
particular.
I don't think it's an injury because he played.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
we could rule that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, did he miss practice? He missed the bus, missed the plane.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm shocked because I was coming out of preseason thinking this guy was on the rise. Like this guy was going to be in the rotation. Beautiful shot, like I always say. And yeah, he looks beautiful on the bench right now. Like nothing else happening. So come on, man.
Shout out to Connor Brom. He's the one that gave us the $4.80 exchange rate thing. Yeah, I mean, right now you're kind of wondering what the exchange rate is on Metu. Hey, see, I was waiting for it. See, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised along with you. I thought Chimezie was going to get in.
Yeah.
I definitely thought he should have gone in against the Lakers when we were struggling. We couldn't score a basket.
Couldn't buy a bucket.
Anybody give us a lift, and nobody did that. So I don't understand it, and I was really shocked to see the order tonight when it kind of played out. Usually one of two things is happening. One, the staff just doesn't feel comfortable putting them in for whatever reason, or number two, I don't know, maybe Metu says some shit to some assistant coach in a foul way. I don't know.
Right.
But I don't think it's either one of those two. I think it's just one of those things where you have to earn your keep. And maybe he's not doing it in practice.
Yeah.
And then he's wanting to do it in the game, and they're like, we don't trust you yet in the game because you can't get some of these concepts down. I don't know, but I'm shocked that he hasn't played as much as he should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to lean into this whole conspiracy thing and like make it something that it's not, but I feel like there has to be something there. It just, the math is not mathing for me.
Yeah.
So what he just said, I think, could be it. I mean, sometimes guys just don't get it in practice. Sometimes that's their Achilles heel. We had a player here that you guys know, and a lot of people loved him, that I've been told emphatically was the worst practice guy in the NBA. TJ Warren couldn't learn the playbook.
Well,
I'm just keeping it real. Like, TJ was a good player, but he couldn't learn the playbook. And practice was weird. And I wasn't surprised this year when he signed with us that Monty wasn't playing him, because Monty ain't going for a guy like that. So sometimes these guys are talented. Preseason, you let them rock. And then when it counts, if you're not getting it in practice, could be something.
That's disappointing. Again, this is all speculation, but it's disappointing because I was really excited to see Metu play a little bit, because everything we heard is all of the attributes and the characteristics are there. It's just a matter of putting it together fully. And I really hope, I'm not counting it out. I think he still has the potential to figure it out here, but I hope it happens because I'm cheering for him now. I'm on his side. Man. You got me, Flex.
Listen, I definitely think this is the reason why Flex loves Metu. You know why? I figured it out just now.
Why?
Because he's the poor man's version of Tim Thomas.
He is. No, he is.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, that's what I see.
He's definitely a poor man's version of Tim Thomas.
Yeah.
Like, and he could shoot from the outside. He could play down low.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, things haven't connected to a high enough degree to where he can be relied on and played at a high enough level for long stretches. I hope he's going to be able to be given that opportunity. Listen, it's a long season. We still got 79 more games to go. I'm sure at some point he's going to get an opportunity to roll a little bit more than he has. And in those opportunities, he's going to have to take advantage. I do believe that. I don't think the Suns look at Metu and feel like, oh, we would need to cut him or get rid of him in exchange for another player. Because I do think he showed enough in the preseason to warrant his roster spot. It's just for whatever reason, the games have hit and he's not in that top 9. But he will be. I really do believe that. I don't know what the fuck has happened, Flex, but I do believe he will be in that top 9.
Hey, bro, I'm impressed, dog. No, yo, you do a good job. You do a great job. But tonight, I'm jumping in the car. I'm like, Saul's that guy. No, I'm serious, bro. We've never had this conversation, and I tell people behind the scenes, reminds me of Tim Thomas. So that's dope.
There you go.
That's fire, bro.
Man.
Hey, my guy.
How are you guys enjoying KBD? Not KBD. I'm sorry, Nasir Little. Because Little seems to be he's that guy right now for Frank Vogel.
He's got the athleticism. I don't like his shot right now. It definitely gives me Landry Shamet vibes on his shot. It's really flat. That's what I mean. Like not talent wise, but it's really flat. Shamet struggled with that as well. Got to get some more arc on that. And he's also kind of feeling it out as well. But he's definitely getting his opportunities.
Yeah.
And it does make sense again. How much? This is when money matters. Metu making vet minimum.
Yeah.
Nasir Little making almost $5 million a year.
6 mil.
6 mil.
Yeah.
That matters. Like, you're going to play the 6 mil guy more because you want to give him enough opportunity to be able to thrive, whether it be for your team or to use as a trade asset for down the road.
Great point.
So you got to use Nasir Little right now in the early going for the first 15, 20 games, get some things on tape. And then if you feel like you need to stash him so you can use him as a trade asset, and then you maybe start playing Metu. Maybe that could be in play as well too.
That's a heck of an observation, bro. I think that's in a nutshell, I think, what's happening. I will say this. He's able to guard 5 positions.
Yes.
And I saw it tonight when he switched off on center, he felt comfortable. Laurie couldn't back him down. So he's physical on defense, and I think Frank likes that versatility on defense because he's a defensive coach. Mm-hmm. I do get a little weird vibe on the shot, man. I like Nasir, I do. But it's almost like one-handed. Yeah. Feels like a one-hand push shot.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that earlier. I don't know. I don't know if he's working with the coaches or trying to change something up, but that's a little alarming to me because we don't want that to be a problem. But other than that, I'm okay with him.
All right. So Brian,
it's a conspiracy theory, but it's a theory.
Brian asked us to give some flowers to Yuta as well.
I mean, Yuta was balling today.
Oh, yeah,
he had a block shot against Colin Sexton.
Oh, that was nice.
In the first half. Yeah. Like, Sexton even backed up like, oh, I got a pigeon. Nope. You were the pigeon.
Yeah.
And then Yuta with that nice little finger roll.
And that was an and one. That should have been
an and one. It should have been an and one. Yeah. Also, like, what a beautiful night to do a finger roll when Connie Hawkins gets his number put back into the rafters all over again.
Good point.
It's fantastic. And we will absolutely talk about that. I think we have some pictures and some videos as well. But we have a couple more super chats. Okay. How do you say this one?
Maggle Tiger?
Yeah. Thank you for your super chat. Said, great day for Arizona sports fans. I mean, yeah, seriously. This is a solid Saturday.
Beautiful
that's for certain.
Well, let me check on my
Colin also sent us a super chat. Thank you, Colin. Said, jumped on late and was, all caps, so upset Sexy Sax didn't play. So shout out Saul for keeping everyone in line.
Somebody's got to. Oh,
really?
Somebody's got to.
Oh, really?
I mean, sometimes you got these new producers who, they got a lot of cockiness. They got a little braggadocious, and you got to just humble them a little bit and realize, hey,
you the new guy.
We got the here, and you don't fuck with tradition.
Is that why you made me do your laundry today?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
First of all, here at PHNX, we never make anybody do their laundry, okay?
Their own or
I'm wearing the same shirt from day one right
don't
here.
Have to do laundry. Nobody has to do laundry.
I'm not going to answer that question.
However you want to take that, you can take that. Okay. Well, listen.
This is the same shirt I've been wearing for 5 weeks.
Before we dive into the Ring of Honor stuff, I do want to remind you guys that the holidays are just around the corner. And if you are looking to spruce up your home before hosting a holiday event, be sure to check out our friends over at Empire Today. With Empire Today, you get to shop at home, which makes it super convenient, the right product for your needs, quick professional installation, and a price match guarantee. And my favorite part is that they have this floor visualizer, which is super cool. You can try it out by visiting empiretoday.com/PHNX. And basically, you can see what the floor is going to look like in your house. It's like Photoshop, but way easier. So you get to check everything out. We love Empire Today because they just make everything so simple, right? When you're shopping for floors with Empire, it's so simple with a curated product selection. Their philosophy is to help you find what you need, not overwhelm you with thousands of choices and all the things. So you can schedule a free in-home estimate today, and all listeners can receive a $350 off discount when they use the promo code PHNX. Restrictions apply. See empiretoday.com/PHNX for all the details. We finally got our first Suns game on Arizona's Family Sports.
Yeah.
Super excited about that. I know I saw a couple people in the chat talking about how they're so glad that Arizona or that Suns games are over the air so they're able to watch with an antenna here locally. Like, you don't have to have all the things and all the subscriptions to be able to enjoy Suns basketball. Yeah. We love that they help get it into the homes of so many more people. And wherever you live in Arizona, visit azfamily.com and click Suns Games for listing information for your area. It's a great resource to help you find your Phoenix Suns games on Arizona Family Sports. As we get ready to talk about the Ring of Honor ceremony, it's only fitting that we bring in the guy of this pod who is most passionate about these things. It's Espo, everybody.
No, you ruined the whole bit. The whole bit.
What whole bit?
We have an intro and everything.
We can still play the intro.
Oh, man.
I tell everybody we're bringing Gerald in. Everybody knows Gerald's gone.
Well, they don't know how.
Okay, we'll just do the thing.
Darkness. Beyond the light, there shall only be one. Welcome,
Greg Esposito.
Greg Esposito, how are you?
Oh, man.
Who's Greg Esposito? I don't know that name.
That, my friend, is you. Espo, perfect timing. We are literally just about to start talking about the Ring of Honor ceremony. You were there in person. You got to see it firsthand. What was it like from being inside the building?
I'm actually standing under it right now, and it was pretty amazing to be out here. Obviously, starting out with Matt Ishbia talking about how it's important to remember the past if you're going to build a great future, and that really set the tone for the evening. Steve Nash gave a great speech talking about how amazing it was to be back out here, recognized the 60 or so other members of the Suns past that were in a suite tonight. And then Charles Barkley, always the funny man, came out and said basically he ain't leaving Phoenix till he's dead. And the crowd lost their mind for that. And then they unveiled the banners, which was pretty damn amazing. Finally, they have permanent home in this arena, and it's exactly the way it should be.
You know, Espo, you and I talked about this before, about how you didn't like the digital billboards. You thought they should have the more permanent signage around the arena. Were you surprised that they did jerseys instead?
Well, no, they have the banners are pretty much they look like jerseys, but they're squares up there. I think it was a nice touch away. A lot of the great franchises, the Celtics, have done franchises like that. So I think it was very fitting in the way they did it. They hung them right up near where the Western Conference champion banners, the three of those, are up in the rafters. You can see the two spots of the Maury and Marion are going to go in as well. So I think it was a very fitting tribute to every one of the guys out here. It was great to see Al McCoy back in the building tonight as well.
So they also have some additional things around the arena to honor the Ring of Honor members, which I think is pretty cool. So now we have they're in the rafters. They'll be there forever. But they also had some murals made that are put up in the upper concourse as well, right? You got to see some of those. What'd they look like to you?
Yeah, I mean, they were fantastic. You had local artists do all the work. They're hanging in that 200 level. Fans can walk around. There's historic memorabilia from not only the Suns, but also the Mercury up there. You can see on the screen the Nash and the Barkley, as well as the Al McCoy and Jerry Colangelo. They're different styles. They all kind of fit the era that each of these guys was in. I was very, very surprised and impressed with the way that they did that up on the second level. So a great way for fans that sit in the upper deck to enjoy some of the great history of this team.
Were you able to talk to any of the legends at all tonight? And if you did, what did they say? What kind of questions did you ask? And what were their takeaways about the franchise and the current state of it?
Saul, I'm just going to tell you this. They don't let me near the legends because they'll all be my new best friends. So, no media availability with any of them. The closest to a legend I saw tonight was Dave King out here.
I got a question, Espo, and keep it real. No BS in here, all right? Who had the louder ovation, Steve Nash or Charles Barkley?
They were equal. You could not hear PA announcer Vince Marotta out here as he was introducing Nash or Barkley. It was quite the crescendo to what was already a loud crowd out here as they introduced each of the Ring of Honor members. So it was very impressive how excited the fans got this evening for those two former MVPs.
Nice.
I mean, I think I was just really impressed with the night as a whole because we knew they were going to unveil the Ring of Honor and how it's going to be moving forward. But I did not anticipate like a whole ceremony with everybody who was living here or a representative of their families here for them. I wasn't expecting that at all. So I'll give Matt Ishbia and the crew over the Suns major kudos for that, because they made it special, not only for the home opener, but to honor the guys in the Ring of Honor, the people who will be up there one day as well. Like, they made it a whole thing, and to tip off a season where we get 2 more guys put up into the rafters as well. Like, this just seems like they're gonna do it right.
Hey, Espo, I can't help but feel after this, with all the setup and everything that's going on right now, and then you're looking at a guy who we got to see on TV. Devin Booker was sitting there watching the whole thing all over again, just like he did for Al McCoy several years ago. I can't help but think and feel that guy's going to be different. He's not going to have the same thing that everybody else has, because I feel like Devin Booker is going to end up having the very first statue. If it isn't Diana Taurasi first, it'll be Devin Booker as the first Sun to have a statue outside the arena, in my opinion. What was your take on Devin Booker being there?
Number one, I think you're wrong. I think it'll be Al that will get the first statue out here. Potentially Jerry Colangelo. Both of those gentlemen deserve it. But I agree. If Booker brings a title here, he likely will. There was a very cool moment that Steve Nash and Devin Booker shared on the sideline as Devin came out from halftime, and they kind of embraced it and talked. And NBA.com on Twitter had a great video of it. But it reminded me of 2016 when I went to the All-Star game in Toronto to follow Devin Booker around. And he actually coached a Special Olympics team with Steve Nash. He was the lead assistant to Steve Nash. And I remember asking Book about that and just how in awe he was of Nash. And it's kind of crazy how full circle this has come, that now he is becoming a legend himself here, and out here as Steve Nash and the rest of these Ring of Honor members got recognized. I thought it was a very, very special moment. You could tell Devin Booker doesn't take this lightly. And we talked to Kevin Durant after the game, and he doesn't take it lightly either. He said he was pretty moved by seeing that ceremony, that he hopes, he knows he's new here, but that his goal is to be up there with them. So, look, I think the weight of tonight was not lost on any of the guys out here. And, I'll give the 40-point third quarter, I'll give the Legends credit for that. I think these guys came out and wanted to show up and show out for those guys that were out here at halftime.
So moving towards what the players and coaches were saying about the game, because you brought up KD, what did you hear from Vogel and the guys after tonight's game?
Well, Frank was very happy with the defense, was glad to see that the offense started going. Had fantastic things to say about Yuta Watanabe. There was a large Japanese media contingent out here that were asking questions. So a lot of glow for Yuta because of that. But you could tell that Frank seemed to have a little bit of relief after what happened in game 2. He was talking about how they focused on making the extra pass the last 48 hours, and it showed up out on the court tonight. Said they didn't shoot the threes as well as he knows that they can, and probably didn't get as many as he thought they might, but that overall he was very happy with the performance this evening on both ends of the court.
You sent us a clip from Grayson Allen, but I can't figure out what it is. What did Grayson say that you liked?
Well, Grayson was talking about his dunk, which was fantastic. He was just talking about that, kind of walked everybody through what that was like. And then Dwayne Rankin, our friend, followed up and was like, well, are you surprised you did it? And he goes, no, I had one like that against Indy last year. You should go look it up. And I thought that was pretty funny. That Grayson is not afraid to flex it a little bit when he, no pun intended there, flex from Jersey,
Gotcha,
but not afraid to flex it a little bit when he dunked it. And he said, you know what, it was nice to have that third quarter the way he played, but he thought that he left a few open threes out there tonight and wasn't happy with the fact that he was only 3 of 7.
Some more threes from Grayson next game? I'm here for it.
I'm with it.
Espo, thank you so much. We really appreciate you filling in for Gerald, who took the night off to rest.
Load management.
Hopefully by next week he feels much better and he's back ready to get into action again.
Some of us are just built for it.
I told him to just take the rest of November off. I'll just handle it out here. It was pretty easy lifting. It's easier than sitting with you guys. So
you look fantastic doing it, my brother.
Well, thank you. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I also did a pun on Twitter in honor of Gerald. I said when Drew can't dunk it, he Eubanks it. So there you go. Just for Gerald.
Bye, Espo.
Peace out, brother.
Ahoy, ahoy, hoy.
That was very Gerald-esque.
Yeah, it was.
But honestly, it's like 1A, 1B. Espo and Gerald, they just swap days. They go back and forth on who is the worst or the best, depending on your feelings when it comes to the puns. But shout out to Espo for filling in over there. Did a great job, of course. Listen, if you guys have not checked out our friends over at OGs, you are absolutely missing out with the World Series craziness, basketball season starting, the holidays around the corner. Things are starting to get a little bit hectic, but in a good way. But thankfully, our buds over at OG's Brands are back at it with exclusive deals for PHNX listeners, and they've made it super easy for you guys to score these savings. Just head to zenleafdispensaries.com to find your closest location. You order your favorite OG's gummies for pickup. You enter the discount code PHNX at checkout, and you will get 25% off.
This
OG's
never happens
products.
with OGs,
This
by
is
the
a
way.
big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Also, 25% off is a solid discount.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
On anything.
Yeah, on anything. That's great. So now is the time to stock up, maybe get gifts if you know there's somebody in your life who loves or will love OGs. But this deal is exclusively for all of you here at PHNX. And a reminder, it is available only for online and pickup orders. The discount code again is PHNX, and it's active until November 30th. So take advantage of it. And tomorrow, if you ain't got nothing to do, come hang out with us at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Saul, this
Wild
is the
Horse
first.
Pass.
What?
We'll be at Wild Horse Pass.
Okay. This is the first time. Is this different casinos?
Yeah, there's 4.
Are they really?
There's 4 Gila River casinos.
Oh my god!
So you have Lone Butte, you have
Hold on.
Beekiva, Santan, and you have Wild Horse Pass. We'll be at Wild Horse Pass for the Cardinals home game, and we'll be there for every home game at Wild Horse Pass at Gila River Casino and Resorts.
So what's the one? Which one is the
one that we went to?
Yeah.
That's Wild Horse Pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not very far. You guys can do that one, but you're gonna be there tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, make sure you sign up for Gila River Resorts and Casinos $1 million Big Reds Showdown. You can play fun, free games online for a chance to win $1 million cash. They've got weekly pick'ems, they've got monthly drawings, and of course, you can win up to $100,000 in cash as well. So 21 and older only. Visit GilaMillionDollarShowdown.com to get in on the action. For more information on Gila River Resorts and Casinos and all they have to offer and all the different locations, apparently, head to playatgila.com. Okay, we have a couple of super chats here. What do we got going on? Zeus said, I don't want
Flex. Beal was a game time decision on Tuesday. Now he's being ruled out well in advance before games. We haven't heard of any signs of progress. Should we sound the alarm?
No. Thank you, bro. That was fantastic time. No, man, no. Listen, Zeus 4. This guy's pumped up. Go to the pregame show. We talked about this on the PHNX pregame show. We got into Brad Beal a little bit. You probably missed it. If you go to the pregame show, you'll get a little bit more information. No need to sound the alarm. I think Bradley Beal will be back in the next couple days or couple games. I wouldn't even be shocked if he plays Tuesday. So chill out, take a deep breath, watch the game over again today, get that good juju, enjoy the weekend, and no alarms to be sounded, brother.
No, not yet. Maybe later in the season, but not right now. All right, we also have one from Larry. Larry, thank you so much. Larry sent us 50 bucks.
Damn, 50
Shout out to
bones. Let's go, Larry.
Larry Lewis.
Said, always thought it was weird with all the GOATs who've been on this team that the rafters were empty. This was so amazing to see. Glad these guys finally got to feel the love and appreciation. Well earned. Ishbia doing it right. Man, I feel old now.
Hey, listen, man. I'll tell you what. When I saw some of those dudes come out, I was like, damn, man, I am old, man. Because those are like, I grew up on a lot of those guys, you know? Like, listen, for whatever Matt Ishbia does in his tenure as the Phoenix Suns owner, I don't think it's debatable that he has started it off righting so many wrongs that should have never existed in the first place.
Yeah.
He put the team before himself and the organization before himself. And that's what we were missing before, because the former owner was petty and did not want to acknowledge anybody else to take the shine away from himself. And that's selfish. Yeah. And we don't need an owner that's like that. We need owners that absolutely love the franchise, respect the history of the franchise, and more importantly, respect the players that have given everything they have on the court, in the training room, in the offseason to this team. And it was beautiful. It was almost emotional watching all this stuff happen and watching all these guys come out. And it was fantastic. The way they did it, the presentation, it was just A+ effort for that whole organization.
We couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We couldn't stop talking about it. This guy is getting it all right. It's phenomenal. You know what I came away from this with? And I may be way overthinking this, but the way Steve Nash was talking on the court to the fans, I don't know, man. It felt different. It almost felt like, damn, man, okay. I've been waiting for this.
Yes, but I don't think it felt different in the sense that he's going to be coming back.
No, I'm not saying in that way.
The squad in some capacity.
No.
I think it's different in the same way that it's different for a lot of former players, is that you just finally feel welcomed in the building again.
I guess that's what I mean.
Like Charles in the chat, I think it was Charles, said, Charles, making the layups. Thanks, Matt. Like, it's so bad that it's like the layups are such grand things to us as fans, because for so long we were like banished from being able to celebrate anything that happened in the past. Yeah. And those players were also not allowed to really celebrate with the fan base where those things happened. Mm. And that's the sad part about it. Like, and this isn't to discredit Matt Ishbia because he's doing the right thing. It's just that for so long, we were just deprived of these things that we should be allowed to have and celebrate as a fan base. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care who came before you or who comes after you. It's not about you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spill the beans on certain things, but I will tell you that Matt Ishbia very much likes Steve Nash.
He does, yeah.
He likes him a lot, and to the point where a move was almost made in the organization somewhere. Don't go like high level or anything like that. It was pretty basic, but just to be a form of an ambassador, if you will, for the organization. And listen, Steve Nash is one of the biggest ambassadors you could have, in franchise history. So would love to see him be a part of the organization in some role somehow.
Capacity,
maybe somewhere down the road it will happen.
Somewhere down the road, I'm sure it will happen.
Matt did get something wrong. This is the first thing he got wrong. He kind of missed the layup tonight.
Okay.
You got to tell people.
Oh.
You got to tell people that Steve Nash, Charles Barkley, all these greats going to be here.
Why?
Because I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Because my wife is a Steve Nash freak, and she literally sent me a picture at halftime. Like, how dare you not tell me Steve was gonna be in the building tonight? Like, I'd have been there. And I'm like,
well, my response, and I'm not trying to.
Go ahead, talk to me.
I'm not trying to bury you or your wife.
Drama.
But I mean, real fans go to every game.
Oh,
okay.
Yo, bro, you got
to. Nope. I refuse to buy into this one.
Okay.
That's not fair.
Okay.
That's not fair.
No. You know what? No. Real
fans may watch every game or follow every game. You can't put that on people.
How about this, okay?
That's not fair.
Let's rewind a little bit, okay? Because I was in the same situation, all right? Back when I was working for Bally Sports Arizona, we were lucky enough to have some courtside seats, right? The playoffs came around, and I was telling him, this is COVID. And the last game of the regular season, you did not have to have your COVID vaccination, but you had to wear a mask courtside. Mm-hmm. The playoffs started and they allowed fans to come back. And if you're going to sit courtside, you had to be vaccinated. That was part of the deal. I was vaccinated, luckily. My wife was not. She didn't have time to go get it done. And I told her for like a month, you better go get the shot. You better go get the shot. You better go get the shot. Sure enough, I got rewarded with courtside tickets. Ooh. And you needed to have your vaccine for at least a week. Guess who I couldn't take courtside? And guess who was the one person she's always wanted to meet at those games that was a minority owner?
Life is Gerald.
Yes. And she'd gone to a couple games with me and never got to see Larry Fitz. And then the game she doesn't go, he's literally sitting right next to me. And I'm like, see, you fucked up. You fucked up. You got to handle this.
So, Saul, you're saying if people don't have access to free courtside seats, then they're not real fans?
Why, yes.
There you go.
No, okay.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Yes, we're all joking. But it was a cool surprise, but it also would have been nice to know about it. So if you were like on the fence or something, or if you, I don't know, wanted to wait because Book got hurt and you're like, maybe let me see, she's totally going to kill you.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see, maybe you wanted to see Book, right? And so you were looking at buying tickets yesterday or the day before and you're like, maybe I need to hold off. This could have been like
I know a lot of people.
Good compromise.
I know a lot of people.
But she knew all the greats were going to be there tonight.
No, she didn't. None of us knew.
They said the Ring of Honor. They were recognizing.
They just said they were going to recognize the Ring of Honor. I didn't think
the new Ring
That's
of
what
Honor.
I thought.
Yeah.
I did not know there was going to be anybody
that they were
there.
going to do like a whole thing.
Right. Like I know people were going to be mad at me.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen? They were just going to raise these banners without the players there?
We didn't know they were banners. They didn't tell us what they were.
I honestly thought it was going to be a video thing, and then they were going to tell us what it was.
Yeah.
But I had no idea they were going to do one by one by.
Like it wouldn't have surprised me at all if they would have just played a video and Charles Barkley would have been like, shout out to all the legends in the Ring of Honor, Suns fans. See you guys soon. You know what I mean?
I would not have been shocked.
That wouldn't have been surprising.
Like, I know there's a lot of people that were hitting me up about the Book and Beal thing. And if they weren't playing, they were getting rid of their tickets. Yeah. And I bet you they're pissed right now. They're like, man, I just missed something special. So stop selling y'all tickets, man. Support the whole damn team.
Anyway.
Yeah, and you don't need to go see Steve Nash to go celebrate the Suns.
Jay said they said it.
You ever?
But I must have missed it.
You ever realize, like,
Larry Lewis said they didn't tell us it was a thing.
You ever realize, like, you say something and then regret sets in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt that a little bit right there.
You did?
Yeah.
You on the couch tonight, bro.
Flex's wife is gonna kill me.
Oh,
no, my wife.
God.
Hey, listen, my wife paid the price. She understands. Like, hey, it wasn't my loss.
No,
it was your loss.
Yeah,
there we go.
I get that.
So, hey.
You guys are gonna be hanging out tomorrow. The two of you.
Oh, both out in the doghouse.
Both your wifey's gonna be like, go on.
Yeah.
I need some time away from you.
Yeah,
we need a moment.
Yeah.
Well, it was a tough day for them. It was a tough day for them.
That's true. Not even
Because-
joking.
Oh,
though.
yes,
seriously,
real
like,
talk.
That's
real
such a
talk.
bummer.
Like both of our wives are very big Friends fans,
Yeah.
and like they are both distraught. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know, honestly, like Flex's wife and my wife have never met. And I
But they would
called,
be
but
BFFs.
yeah, I told her I was just like, I'm like Flex's wife is just as, unconsolable as you are right now. She
I'm
called
not
me
laughing.
crying.
I'm not
She
laughing.
was so upset.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
like, damn.
sad. R.I.P.
It is
Like
sad.
that's a bummer.
It is sad.
And especially because it was just like a freak.
To have a
kinda
heart
thing.
attack in a hot tub
Yeah.
and drown, man.
Like,
Like,
that's
Man,
damn.
that's tough, man.
Not
rest in peace,
meaning.
Matthew Perry.
Yeah, rest in peace, my
Yeah,
guy.
not meaning to end on a sad, somber note,
Oh, that was
but
kind of a somber note.
we are. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you. Thank you
done?
for being here with us. Yeah, we're done.
No
you
bets?
got anything
We
else?
don't show the bets?
Oh, we do have bets. You're right.
Oh, my bad. So, my bad.
Because we all sucked tonight.
Quick
Every
and
single
easy,
one of
yeah.
us lost.
Yeah, I'm
Which
still
means
up.
Saul and Espo are minus 30. I've got $40 and Flex has $61. But we all took L's tonight.
We all
the
took
Suns
L's.
took a W, but we all took L's.
I got one last thing before we go.
Yes.
Real quick. Saul, Espo, Gerald, not you, Lynn. Not you. No, this is a good thing. Not you. I saw the impersonations the other day.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
It wasn't very good.
No, they weren't good, and y'all made me sound like some dude like in Sopranos
Well,
or
first
something.
of all, I did not.
No, you
Espo
did.
did.
Espo did.
Espo made me
Espo did.
sound like Tony Soprano, and then my man G. So I got something for y'all. I'm gonna get you, each and every one of y'all. I'm doing an impersonation of this.
Oh, no.
I swear, each and every one of y'all gonna get it,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna tell you when y'all gonna get it. But Lindsay will know. I will tip Lindsay off and say it's go time, and y'all gonna see what an impersonation is.
I
Each
love
and every
this.
one of them.
I love being inside of the jokes and shenanigans. I love being on the inner circle. Oh my god!
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
It has been an epic day in the state of Arizona.
Ooh.
All 5 teams won today. All 5.
Y'all got the dub?
We just beat number 11 Oregon State, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dude, I can't even remember when last time. Cardinals, don't you fuck this up. Let's go. Let's make it 6. I can't remember the last time every Arizona team won it in the same day.
Damn,
it's been
that's
a long,
impressive.
long time.
That's impressive. Oh, this guy's quick.
Look who it is. Espo, come say
Get up in here, man.
Wait. Espo, stay there. Thank you guys for joining. No, in the shop, but hang tight. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you. We will be back on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's a couple days off, so we'll be back on Tuesday. Pre-game show, post-game show. If you're watching here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up on your way out because it helps us out a lot. And subscribe so you know whenever we're live. If you're listening to us wherever you listen to your podcast, rate, review, and subscribe as well. Until we see you on Tuesday, you can follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_Suns. You can follow me at Lindsay Smith AZ. You can follow Saul at Saul_Bookman. You can follow Flex at Flex from Jersey. And Espo at Espo. And he's here to do the ahoy, everybody.
Just remember, you can get from the arena to the studio really quick. Ahoy,
Suck
hoy!
it, Gerald!
We all silly like the mayor.